What's up, y'all? We are going to get started here in a second. I find it so annoying how long you have to wait in between the switch over from Golf Channel to NBC. I don't know why it seems like there's 20 minutes go by without any golf. Okay. Here we go. Oops. Alright, now I'll be able to see the chat. That'll be great. Morikawa just stuffed a wedge shot. That was the last I saw before the switch. So we've got Morikawa, Lowry, and Corey Connors, all at 6 under. Jason Day, Henley, and McIlroy right behind them. It's been a few days since I've done my putting drills, so it might be a bit rusty, which is okay. Sit on that cactus, be a man. You know, Spicoli, don't threaten me with a good time. You never know what might happen. Imagine if that was how my channel went viral. Man on live stream decides to jump onto cactus. Alright, let me try and fix this a tiny bit. Nate Dog. What's up, Nate Dog? Trying to make it so you guys can see this. There we go. Boom, 2 in a row. The streak on the channel for most consecutive putts made with the gate is 48. So we're at 2. We're going to try to get to 49. That's always the goal. Beat the personal record. That's 3 in a row. Imagine if it was the first streak we started on the stream to break the record. Long way to go. Just got to do one at a time. That's 4 in a row. 4 in a row to start. Oh, how's everybody's weekend going? Anybody do anything exciting? I've been sitting around editing videos and watching real professionals play golf. L. Get a life. Sorry, pal. Hope your day... I hope your day gets better, my dude. You gotta remember, not everybody is always having the best day when they interact with you. Alright. Strong start. Very first set on the stream. Okay, strong start. I'm gonna try to keep that going. Just one at a time. One good stroke, build the routine. Number 8 in a row. Cade Pro Dice. Rodice? Alright, we're going to try to make number 9 in a row here. As a reminder, the record on the channel is 48. That's 9. 39 to go. But right now, we can only make this one. I'm going to try to not take much time. Boom. Strong 10 out of 10 to start. Bow, bow, bow. Alright, what's happening here? Corey Connors has a lag putt. Look at Jason Day playing well. You know Roy McIlroy's always going to play well at Bay Hill. When you hit it that long and straight, it makes this golf course much easier. How do you even set up a golf cart in your house, but it looks very cool? How do you... Oh, thanks, bro. This is just a little 3x8 foot area in an office, that's all. I wish I had more space for golf. Maybe soon. Maybe soon. Okay, that's 11 in a row to get started. In a row. Doo, 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 doo. How about lucky number 13? Boom, end over end. Precisely what you're hoping to see. So really quick, I may just talk through my process. Right, so I set the putter behind the ball, make sure it's square, take my stance, shoulder width maybe a little bit wider, lose the tension, take my grip, all the while I'm looking at my target, and then I hover the putter briefly, and go, and that's it. Is that 15? That's 15 in a row. Start set number 1. Russell Henley. This is a bold play. Pulled out 3-wood at 6. Not a hybrid, hard to say. Oh, that's gonna spill. Okay. Do I hear 16? Do I hear 16 in a row? Okay. How about 17? How about 17 in a row? I gotta find a way to so you can see the cup too. It's very hard to find the perfect angle I'm finding. What if we did this? Will that work? Oh, it's all about the angle, I think. Someday soon there will be more space. Maybe a golf studio type area coming soon to a John Young Golf Channel near you. Alright, that is another nice stroke. Just gonna keep going through the routine. End over end these putts are rolling. Stroke feels really nice. for having had a couple days off. All right, this will be for 19 in a row to start our day. And through it goes. That's what we like to see. More commercials. You know, the tough part about watching golf live, I much prefer having a little bit of like a skip the commercials gap, or even just watching it later on record. This is for 20 in a row. In she goes. Okay. Before 48, the prior record was 27. So that was a special day, and who knows, maybe this could be the set that gets us to 49. But first you gotta make 21, which we did. How about 22? 22 in a row. $22 in a row. Do I hear 23? I need one of those like auctioneer guys. Somebody to be like taking odds as we get deeper towards the record and the pressure mounts. Boom. Right down Broadway these putts are going. Lovely. It's all about the routine, right? The pressure is, you know, you can overcome that. You just stick to your process. That is 25 putts in a row to start our day. Luke Nike Pro says hi. What's up, dude? This is how we do it. This is how we do it. A little bit on the toe, but it went through. Found the cup. Just feeling really dialed. This is the first set since we started the day, started the stream. And this is for 29 in a row. Go through our routine, keep it nice and square. Right in the middle. How about 30 in a row? Man, I did not expect this. In she goes, 30 in a row. In she goes. How can it still possibly be a commercial? I feel like I've hit 20 putts in the time since I last saw NBC broadcast the golf shot. Man. Oh, that's not supposed to be that. This is how we do it. How about 31 in a row? 31? End over end, you love to see it. I don't know, guys. I had a feeling when we started, this might be the one. I need like a little counter, like a little ticker thing up there, just showing what the streak is at. I think that would be cooler than just me remembering where we're at. This is for 33, same process, same routine. In she goes. We're gonna try 34. This is for 34 in a row. right in the center. Right in the center. Oh, how's everybody's Saturday going, huh? Where are you guys tuning in from? Oh, wow. Morikawa just barely covered the water at 6 across the pond. That would have been disastrous to drive it in the water there. Let's go. 35 in a row. I'm starting to feel it a little bit. Just really, each putt getting a little closer to that PR, to that record. Boom. The key is, I think John Sherman was talking about this. They did a study on the European Tour where they measured how long all the players stood over the ball, from when it was their time to putt to when they actually hit the putt. And there was a very direct correlation between standing over it for less time and better putting performance. So, said another way, if you stand over the ball for less, for shorter, you'll putt better. That was the conclusion that they came to. And I think it's just a lot about tension. Like, you just have to have a really good process and stick to it. And, the longer you stand over it, the less reactive, the less athletic you're going to be. You got to just... No! Oh! That was for 38 in a row. So 37 in set number 1 today. Still pretty good. Still pretty good. This is how we do it. Bow, ba-dum, bow, 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 bow. Do, 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 do. Yo, listen up. Did I do it? That's what I was trying to do. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Alright, this is going to be the second set on the stream. Look at Justin Thomas playing well. That was another nice iron shot. Look at Kevin Kisner with his hair all combed, sitting there with Dan Hicks looking all professional. He's got to feel a little silly. I feel like he's just a good old Southern boy who happens to be sick at golf. Oh, 2 in a row missed. That was not good. Putt still went in, but now he looks like he's ready for church. Right, kids? That's when he's not shanking bunker shots in the TGL. There we go. Back on track. Start the counter at 1. Start the counter at 1. Do, 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 do. We have some crispy, gassy water. This is pomegranate cherry. Just a satisfying way to hydrate. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Dehydration kills. Oh gosh. Start it over. Let's do a little. Yeah. Just gotta go a little more. This way. Nice. This drill's really training me to start the ball on line. That's so key for these short putts. This is out at about 7 feet. Gosh. Struggling to keep it off that left ball bearing. Potentially lack of focus. I don't know. What did we make? 37 in a row a second ago? I'm gonna lock it back in. There we go. Just gotta keep that face nice and square to the line, all the way back and through. That's why I like to hover so much, because you really get a feel for the weight of the club in your hand before you start the stroke. This is how we do it. Okay. Okay. Boom. Boom. Yo, listen up, here's a story. All right. Who's that? Got a four-legged friend coming to say hello. Check in, see how the stream's going. She says, nope. There's nothing cool in here for me. There we go. That's what I want it to feel like. Just nice and square all the way. Like I don't have to do any manipulation. It's just swinging square to my intended line. That's the only job your hands have. Your hands are there to hold the face on the club, square to where you're swinging it. Tough, tough, tough. Though I will say, like I've talked about in some recent videos, just having this channel is, pushing me to practice more, doing these drills more often. Rory now from long range. Oh, still some meat on that bone. Who's this guy? Why are they showing him in the trees? This broadcast is all over the place. Nice. Good start to the set. 1 for 1. Two for 2. More ads. More ads. That's okay. I am happy that I get to be spending my time doing this. Grateful for all these people watching. Grateful for my wife tolerating me, blabbering. Grateful for my life. Grateful to be sober from alcohol. Didn't help me on that putt though, did it? Nope. Yeah, lots to be grateful for. Sitting here watching golf on a Saturday afternoon. Life is good. Life is so good. It's a good reminder. No matter what's going on, you can find something for which to be grateful. You like that grammar? I think that was pretty nice. Okay. Russell Henley's got a 5-footer for par. He's at 5 under, but Morikawa and Corey Connors have taken the lead at 7 under. Lowry at 6, Jason Day at 5, Henley, this putt to stay at 5. And Rory, I think, has a putt to stay at 4. Oh, he drilled it right in the center. Good putt, Russ. Russell Henley is a guy who I think he looks like his name. Like if you look at his face and you had to guess what his name might be and you said Russ or Russie or Russell, I think you'd have a strong case for just being right. Just like that guy looks like his name. And that's awesome. Whoa. Oh yeah, that stroke was a mess from the beginning. Gosh. Oh, it's Jason Day. It's hard to tell. He's just wearing a normal outfit today. Doesn't look like he lost his luggage. Check out Jason Day and the lads. I've seen him start some YouTube stuff. That's pretty cool. Just him and his buddies. Oh, what a shot. What a shot from the Aussie. Yeah, I think they did a video with Good recently that was pretty cool. Bryson's huge on YouTube. I mean, there's just... It seems like that's the way things are going, right? This integration of... I don't know if it's a backstroke or if I'm lined up wrong. I'm really struggling with that left miss of late. I mean, I know what it is. The face is shut. Oh, Morikawa over the green. Lie looks pretty good though. That should be easy to manage. And he's only, 7 yards from the hole. Alright, Wyndham and Shane Lowry in the fairway. Bay Hill's such a cool golf course. I mean, I think I would shoot 1,000 because there's water everywhere. But that's not true. I think I would shoot 77. But yeah, face was just getting a little shut on the way back, I think. Just was starting to feel a little too, yeah. Man, the chat has flatlined after some strong activity to start. I'm not sure pomegranate cherry is going to be my A1 flavor for the gassy water. That's okay. It's good to try new things. There we go. Starting to find something. Nice. Nice. Lovely. Starting to get back on track. See, some days will be like that, you know, there'll be little technical things. It's all about pattern recognition. You know, do you have a way to get back on track? If your stroke's not feeling great, you know, try to find one key, one thing to focus on. For me, it's just routine, right? So making sure my putter's square, take my stance, and I'm kind of just doing the same steps over and over again. So even if my stroke doesn't feel great, I can fix that, you know, after the round or another day. But if I just got to find a way to get the ball in the hole, for me, it's just focusing on process and routine. And then trying to stay focused. All right, I think that's 7 in a row, so starting to see something. No, drag the handle. Not a good stroke. Not a good stroke. Yeesh. Oh, guess what? More ads. More ads. Do. Oh, man. That's a good roll right there. That was a 10 out of 10. If I could just replicate that stroke I just made, bottle it up, and just have it on hand for when I need it. I wish. Oh, I'm just dragging the handle still. The face is shut. It's just the transition, I think it's a little quick. I gotta really focus on smoothing that out. Still fail. L, 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 L. You know what we're gonna do as a drill? We're gonna try to hit the right. We're gonna try to hit the right coin. Nope, that one went through. So this is the fight fire with fire method. Again, I just have John Sherman in my head, I think, all day. Right, so I'm doing my same routine. There we go. Really had to hold the face open there to hit that right ball bearing, but trying to, you know, overcorrect, right? Such that when you go back to your regular stroke, whatever that tendency is, you know, you start to shift everything back towards, you know, happy medium, right where you want it. Yeah, it's just the face was just getting a little shut on the way back. I think that's what I'm starting to pick up on. Just in, again, that's why I love this kind of drill, because I'm not worrying about a technical thing. I'm trying to like have a functional. The task is to roll the ball through the gate. So my body will respond to that task, and then it's my job to, you know, notice what's happening and how I can, you know, try to replicate that. Yeah, so that was a nice stroke there. Just trying to not feel like it's like I'm hooding it on the way back. It's gotta just be square, right? Just make it square. Just let it stay that way. Yeah, there we go. do some one-handed ones too from back here. That went pretty well. My favorite comment so far today is sit on the cactus. Okay, there we go. Really feeling like the hands are soft on the club. Very passive through the strike. I don't want my hands feeling like they do much of anything. They're just lightly holding onto the club. Something like that. Something like that. Corey Connors, they all had this same, 6-footer for par. He made it too. Must just be faster coming down from the center of the green than they think. Who knows? Who could say? There we go. How about a clean set? How about just a nice 10 for 10? Stance. Same routine. Oh, lovely. We are back. We are getting Doug back. Another good save from Morikawa. So he's still at 7. Now Shane's at 7. Corey Connors at 7. And then it drops to 5. Russell Henley. Rory at 4. Whoa. Scotty, what was that shot? He just chipped it. He just missed the green on a chip shot. That was hard to understand. You don't see the world #1 do that very often. Oh, birdie for Keegan. What do you guys think? Keegan Bradley's the Ryder Cup captain? How do we feel about that? Oh, man. Tough start. Failed again. 2 F's in a row. Or L's. 2 L's in a row? Who could know? Rory must have had to chip out. He's hitting his 3rd from 85 yards on the par 4. Oh, and he stoofed it. Absolutely stuffed. It's what, 5 feet? 4 feet? 6 feet, something like that. Just a nice smooth transition. There we go. It feels like I'm blocking them, but I think that was just because I was pulling everything. Again, not every day is going to feel the same. Stroke will feel different day to day. Try to be as task oriented as possible about just, our job is to roll the ball on. There we go, and that was nice end over end. I do like the visual, seeing that line just roll end over end. not going to bend over and do it every time on the drill, because this is more about training the stroke. Start line. Yeah, it's just, it is satisfying. I will say it is satisfying. ¿Cuántos tatuajes? Yo puedo hablar poquito español, pero no sé cuántos tengo, porque demasiado para saber. Mucho de mi cuerpo tiene tatuajes. Yo he pasado tiempo en España, pero ahora es difícil practicar porque ninguno de mis amigos hablan español. Sí, muchos. Ah, vale, muy bien. Sí, yo puedo hablar poquito español, pero yo puedo hablar mejor que escuchar. Boom. Right down Broadway. I don't know if I've ever done Spanish on the channel. I'm not sure anybody would know that I am pretty fluent in Spanish, but yeah. Oh. Hi. Hello. Thanks for checking out the stream. We're here hitting some putts. We're watching the Arnold Palmer. Right now they're showing us the par 4 8th hole. Rory just hit a nice third shot with a wedge to just a few feet. I think he has a par putt though, so presumably they'll show us that in a moment. Or it already happened and we missed it, because now Morikawa. You're from Korea? Very cool. I have always wanted to go to South Korea. I think the closest I've been is Nepal. Nepal is not close to Korea, but it's the closest that I think I've been. In the 6 of the 7 continents. Not yet been to Australia, but all the other ones, including Antarctica. That one was really cool. You love golf. Me too. I also love golf. My wife might think I'm addicted, but it's better to be addicted to golf than lots of other things. Boom. Finding something in the stroke. SAS Robin Williams. Lovely. Yeah, like we're just trying to roll it at 12:15. And just that's what we're having to do to get it to go through today, because the face just wants to feel a bit shut. And that's okay. Gotta, you know, that's what we're practicing for. Trying to get everything to feel consistent and still accomplish the task, right, of rolling the ball on our intended start line. Finding something here. Oh, you subscribed? Thank you very much. That is very nice. I'm always grateful when people decide to subscribe. If you're in the chat and you like hanging out, you want to see us do more of this, you like the content, smash that subscribe button. Ready? This putt is the subscribe button. You're just going to smash it right into the cup. Oh, I missed. Bummer. That's why you don't try to hit putts hard. Golf friend. Yeah, we are golf friends. I love that idea. I love the idea of using golf. I've talked about this before, the idea of using golf to be a container to bring other things to talk about. You know, when I talk about sobriety from alcohol or mental health and how important it is to take care of yourself. The content is still going to be based in golf, but it gives a platform to talk about lots of other things. Thank you. Yeah, thank you too. Let's go. That's right, buddy. Sorry, I don't like calling people buddy. I know that kind of just came out. Sorry, Michael. I just looked quickly. What's up, Michael? Yeah, we're having fun. We're rolling some putts. Oh, we're making friends all across the globe, which is very cool. I love looking and seeing in my analytics. I suffer too. Golf is my escape. Yeah, I have found the same to be true for me, Michael. You know, I talked recently about how I lost someone who was really close to me, and one of the first things I did was go to hit balls, right, just to practice, and because that was where I could find the most mental peace in that moment. Golf can definitely be an important escape for those kinds of moments, or to have something. One of the things that I don't think people talk about addiction, for me it was alcohol. Is just the fuel that it provides for you, right? Like, I could party for 3 days in a row, and just to have something else to channel that kind of energy into, I have found to be a very healthy sort of thing. No, still just having a tough time hitting that left one today, but that's okay. We're hanging out, we're doing cool stuff. I'm nicknamed Long Hitting Nunca Golf. I love that. Tienes el golf, te falta una novia. No entiendo perfecto, pero como he dicho, no hablo español mucho, pero la capacidad ya tiene poquito. Still shutting the face. I don't know what it is today. Just kind of feel like we're really holding the face off. Yeah, like I said, I can speak pretty well and people understand me when I speak Spanish, but my ability to understand when someone's in conversation with me is still something I need to work on more. But I'm going to see the shorts. Oh, the shorts on the channel. Yeah, go check out the shorts. Got a couple longer videos now. I'm obviously going to be working on more of that stuff as we continue building out the channel and really just kind of documenting the journey in life and dealing with things like addiction. The golf journey mostly obviously will be the focus, but I think what I've learned in just a couple months since I started doing this is that I do have a perspective that resonates with people and that people are, interested in hearing more about. So it's been really validating to, get the support, and I'm so grateful for all the subscribers. And I use the translator. I don't know English. You need a girlfriend. Oh, I don't think my wife would agree that I need a girlfriend. Tengo una marida. Una esposa. But yes, my wife is very understanding of my golf obsession. I will say, if you're interested in getting your significant other, especially if she is a woman, interested in golf, Full Swing. Full Swing is a really good way to get your wife, girlfriend, partner interested in golf. Mine still doesn't want to play, which is great, but I'm from all over, my dude. I've been the U.S., but I've lived all the corners of this large country. Full Swing is like perfectly mirrored off of like a reality TV type show. We're up in the Northeast, Michael, but more than that, I don't know if I will say. But yeah, it's perfectly mirrored off of like a Love Is Blind or one of those type of shows. So if the West Midlands, is that UK, Scotland? And they've done such a good job of making that show digestible for people who are accustomed to that type of show. UK, love the UK. We were just over in Scotland for my wife's 30th. Love it there. Went up to Isle of Skye. I did some study abroad time in London way back in the day. At the London School of Economics. So yeah, I love the UK. It's not perfect, but there's a lot of things to like about it. Great golf, really good people. I mean, one of my favorite days I would ever in my life have is we were up at St. Andrews. Happened to be on a Sunday when I found out the bye from Korea. Weather is terrible though. Yeah, that's true. We were up in Isle of Skye and it was some of the wildest weather that I've ever experienced. My bubbly water. Yeah, I love making new friends on the stream. All the way from Korea. New subscriber. Enjoyed the videos, enjoyed the stream. Oh, now we're missing on the right. That's progress. That's actually progress because trying to break a tendency. We hadn't missed on the right really all day. There we go. Yeah, I had family who lived in the UK for quite a while. Most of Western Europe I've spent some time in. I'd love to do more golf trips. Oh, I lost my train of thought. One of my favorite days ever is being up at St. Andrews, and I wanted to just like get a glimpse of the golf course, right? Everybody knows how iconic St. Andrews is, and come to find out, on Sundays, it's just like an open park. They let people walk around on the golf course. There were dudes, taking pictures in the road hole bunker. I had no idea. You can just walk your dog like across the 18th fairway at St. Andrews on a Sunday, like when there's not golf being played. It was so cool and so unexpected, and we had lunch at the famous pub with all the pictures of all the players, and the whole town is just so cool. So, like I said about my very understanding wife, when on her birthday trip to Scotland, I was like, it would be awesome if we could go to this golf course, and just drive by. And she was like, yeah, let's do it. That'll be great. We spent the whole day there up at St. Andrews. Yeah, what a fun day. One thing I don't miss is driving in the UK. Driving on the other side of the road is one thing. That was relatively manageable, but it's the lanes are this narrow. Like, you feel like you're driving like, like there's 4 inches on each side of the road where you're gonna hit the other cars. I don't know how people do it all the time. I guess if you're used to it, my American is showing right now where I'm like, the cars are little. Yeah, we are whiny Americans, aren't we? Some things aren't the way we're used to. What's Colin hitting, like 4-iron here? Oh, did he overcut it? Nope. Oh, he stuffed it from 200 yards. It's 4 feet from the hole now. That was so good. Right after Shane made a birdie. Arlindo says, thank you for the tips. Yeah, of course. Thank you for stopping by to check out the stream. If you're into what we're talking about here and you want to get better at golf, you're interested in golf, you want to improve your life, you want to just hang out, have a friend who's positive from the internet, hit that subscribe button. The goal with this channel was always to, put something out into the world that brought, incremental amounts of positivity or joy or, like if one person enjoyed a video I made, that would have been pretty much enough. Like, there's so much negativity and hate in the world, and I wanted to just, do something to create some positivity. It's not always easy. Like, life is sometimes hard, but finding something to be grateful for is a really powerful tool. There we go. Turns out when you quit yammering and you just focus briefly on what you're doing, you can successfully navigate the gate drill. Oh, what a shot from Wyndham. I don't know, are these guys all just driving it, like, off the planet off of that 9th hole? Some dogs barking in this house. Gonna have to see what that's all about. Oh. Just gotta stick to the routine. Is this a birdie putt for Shane? Sure is. Gosh, he's been hitting it nicely this week, hasn't he? He got that full swing bump. The show came out, showed him playing well. Oh. Missed it by like an inch. Tap in par at that hole though, you'll be thrilled. Run to the next tee. Sprint, sir. Just gonna rock the shoulders. Yo, listen up, here's the story. Wow, look how fast that putt was. Never had a chance. Now Wyndham has a 3-footer for bogey still. Morikaw's got a 5-footer for birdie to get to 8 under and tie Shane Lowry. This golf course is so crispy right now. So crispy. Yeah, good birdie, Colin. Unreal. I think that was probably 5 or 6 iron he hit. To 5 feet. I mean, that's just a spectacular outcome. There we go. Just feel like we're hitting like a tiny 2-yard fade with the putter right now. Fighting fire with fire because we've been pull hooking a lot of putts into that left ball bearing throughout the entirety of the stream as we head into hour number 2 here on the channel. I don't want you to be too surprised. Hold on to your seat, but it's in a commercial again. That's okay. How many row do you think we can make right now? 1 yard fade. Boom. Okay, love it. They do this playing through thing, but I don't like that you still have to listen. I'm back in your chat. KDMR 2017, what's going on? Welcome back. I always get excited when people tell me that they're back, or there's been a few people who I've interacted with more than once, and recognize them, the names. But yeah, I mean, satisfied customers, that's all you could ask for, right? Like, the analogy I use is like if I make dinner and my wife goes back for seconds without even saying anything, you're like, man, I really nailed that dish, right? She doesn't even need to tell me how good it is. She's like, I need to eat more of that food that you just made. That's great. Welcome back. Thanks for coming back. That's a little too far in the left corner there. How's my day? My day has been great. I was just saying earlier how so much to be grateful for. I'm spending my afternoon hanging out with the chat, watching some golf. Spent the morning, editing videos, hanging out with my 2 dogs. Pretty idyllic Saturday morning so far is what I would say. All right, there we go. Dialed in on the line. Finally, feeling good about that. But yeah, it's been a good day so far. We made a friend, an internet friend from Korea on the stream. New subscriber. Truly global reach. The tattooed scratch golfer. But no, I'm just thrilled that, there's people out there who appreciate what I'm talking about and be willing to having open discussion about tough topics, right? I mean, nobody wakes up in the mornings like, what I really want to do today is talk about the men's mental health crisis. Like, nobody feels that way, and yet we all experience it, and you have to talk about things in order to make them better. Is a pretty firm belief that I have. So, I hear dogs. We've had dogs on the stream before. I will say they do much better at laying in the way than they do at helping hit the putt in the hole. But that is their job. Their job is to lay on the ground and look cute. So they're nailing it. Yeah, just really having to shift the path back to the left. I think we were getting a little too just hooded, hitting these little hooks with the putter, and that's what was getting them going into that left one. Although interestingly, that developed kind of about halfway through the stream, because the first set we did, I think we made it to 37, 38 in a row. So not particularly close to the channel record of 48, but still a really solid first run, and we haven't been close to that since. Well, we kind of analyze these technical issues. Nope, did it again, but closer. Closer. You can tell it's getting closer when you can feel the miss. When you know, that wasn't the movement that I was hoping to execute. Oh, Russ Henley rolling in a long putt. I love the sound of this crinkly paper. Who's this? Corey Connors now? Off a 10? What? Who's your paw? Good boy. Huh? Oh, we got two of them. Look at that. You guys are superstars. I can't feed you Uncrustables. I can't. Oh, Rory, around the world. What's up? On the stream.
Oh wow. Stressful. I had to take a break from writing.
Look at these guys. Thinking they're gonna get some midstream snack. But people want to see golf. They don't want to. Maybe they do. Maybe they do. I was getting too hungry. It was either that or turn it off. You're being very good because you think there's food. Or is it because you're on the internet? Just like, I'm going to behave now. I'm going to be so good. Yeah, you're very cute. You're also very cute. Alright. We got to get back to hitting some putts. How's your day going, KDMR 2017? Anybody play golf today? It's still barely above freezing where I'm at. So there hasn't been much hope for outside golf for a couple more weeks, I don't think. However, soon there's cause for optimism. We're seeing temperatures going up. So we're getting closer. March is a tough month because you want it to be spring so badly, but it just isn't yet. It just isn't yet. I find right around Sunday at the Masters is when I feel like spring has arrived. I don't know, it could be a coincidence, could just be so that, on the right time of the calendar. But that's a pretty good day to be like, spring is here. There we go. We seem to have successfully diagnosed the left miss from earlier. So that's pretty exciting. Oh, Morikawa is just absolutely dialed with the irons right now. There we go. Corey Connors in the fairway, 71 yards. I mean, no wonder. They're just picking this hole apart. It's probably 3 wood and a flippy wedge. So So that's a birdie hole. Spin. A little long, but a good look at birdie. Hi. Hi, Arden. I'm new to golf. I played baseball semi-pro before. Very cool. Baseball is a very hard sport. Now, I always get a cut on my right middle finger from rubbing the grip while swinging. How can I fix that? So, I assume you're right-handed? You know what, I'll just grab a short club. You swing right-handed, Arden? If you're getting a cut on your right middle finger, so I'll give a longer answer. In the short term, like if you notice you're getting a blister, while you're warming up before a round or right before you have to go play, tape is a great way to get through the round. I use like white athletic tape, and just wrap it up pretty tight. Do your best to smooth it out so that the part where you're going to be interacting with the grip is smooth. You can also use super glue. I've used super glue on blisters on my hands before. The longer answer is, if you're gripping the club the way that you ideally want to be, right, more in your fingers, especially in your right hand, you don't want your right hand to do all that much, frankly, in the golf swing. It's kind of just along for the ride. So if you're really gripping it tight enough to have a blister on your right hand, it's more common to have one on blisters on your left hand, in my experience. The longer answer, though, is the same way like when you played baseball, right? When you hit 500 balls off a tee, or you take batting practice for an hour, you're gonna have blisters on your hands too, right? They'll be in different places because you're holding a different implement and you're holding it differently. But the point I'm getting at is, over time you build up a resistance. Your hands get used to it. You build up calluses. So there is an element too of just you gotta put in the reps to get through that period where your hands are still adjusting to being on the grip, and hitting a lot of golf balls, if that's what you're doing. So that's kind of a two-part answer. I hope that helps based on your question. Semi-pro baseball is pretty cool. I only made it to high school before my shoulder said, "We're not doing this anymore." Nuh-uh. There we go. That's a nice square-to-square stroke there. Very helpful. Yeah, of course. I'm glad to offer something of use. If you guys are having fun hanging out, it is free to hit the subscribe button. You don't have to smash it. You can just gently push it, contrary to popular belief. But that's always much appreciated. Helps us get traction. Let more people know about what we're doing, what we're talking about. Colin for birdie. Oh, he missed it from 5 feet. He's not even done yet. He might have another 4-footer coming back. And it didn't touch the hole at all. He just misread it maybe, or hit a poor putt. Hard to say. Shane's got a 30-footer across the green at 9 for birdie. Good lag. That's one thing, certainly not in this drill station, in this setup, but as soon as it's possible to start doing some training outside, I really am going to be focused on, nope, it's that inside takeaway, I know it is, and then it's just I'm hooking it. Really working on developing my approach putting. That's a skill that I really need to focus on in 2025. Making sure that I am lagging the ball as close to the hole as possible. you know, sticking with a good process, good routine. This is a really packed leaderboard at the Arnold Palmer Invitational. I've not played Bay Hill. I have some good friends who have. And they said it was spectacular, as you'd expect. There we go, back on track. I assume it happened because I always ended up with a one-hand swing. You know, muscle memory. Yeah, muscle memory's a bear. You gotta, you know, you gotta do a lot of work to overcome that. My best advice for working on, you know, technical stuff like that, like if you're, you know, if you don't want to have a one-handed swing anymore, just do everything at like 25% speed. So instead of being like, well, I gotta keep both hands on the club if that's what your objective is, don't try to hit the ball at 100% and, you know, accomplish that, right? You want to, you know, say your swing is like you're saying you're letting go with your right hand, right? And that's what you're trying to work on. Well, then, you know, make your swings just really slow and see like, well, what does it feel like to get in that position where my hands are still in the club, right? Because you're never going to be able to change that at full speed and while trying to hit a golf ball correctly. So that's how I have always worked on, you know, positions in my swing and trying to make swing changes if I am. Although I rarely do that now. I'm just trying to hit the ball as solidly as I can. And it should go pretty straight, but not really working on changing my swing. Making it better, sure, but you know, I know my swing pretty well. I know how it works. I know what happens when it gets off. So Colin made his tap in. Now 3 guys at 8 under. You got to drop back to 6 to get to Henley, and then 5 under is McIlroy. So 3 guys starting to separate themselves. Boom. Had some dogs on the stream today. That was pretty exciting. Morikawa hit 3-wood off of 11. Okay. Good swing. We'll try it later. And we got the sub. Very cool. Thanks, Arden. I'm always super grateful when people decide that, you know, an interaction we had or a video I made was worthy of a sub. Because people don't want their feed blowing up with stuff they're not actually interested in. So for somebody to proactively make that choice to say, like, hey, I'm down with this. I like what this guy's talking about. I, you know, appreciate the skill he has or the knowledge he's trying to share. That's always super cool. Here we go. Here we go. Oh. Did Rory make that putt? Did he make a birdie? No. Tap in for par. Oh no, we did tap in for birdie. Who could say until they show the leaderboard again? That stroke just feels so much better with softer, more passive hands. Just really trying to let it be square to square. Helps if you don't hit the top of the ball. Have I been to the Masters? No, I've never been to the Masters. It is like a must-do bucket list. Like, if I found out I was dying tomorrow, I would be very sad that I hadn't been to the Masters. That was a good stroke there. Nice to see that ball rolling end over end. I will say I've been to Augusta, Georgia, and I've driven by Augusta National, and I stopped in traffic to try to take a photo of Magnolia Lane. You can kind of see some yellow flowers off in the distance, but that place is intensely guarded and well fenced, a lot of security, as you'd imagine. The part of Augusta the course is in actually isn't even that, that nice to drive through or to visit, but knowing that Augusta National there is certainly brings the cachet up for the neighborhood, I think you would say. There's a lot of industrial and fast food right nearby, but oh, by the way, we have the Masters. So we'd love to go to the Masters someday. Okay. Starting to find something in the putting stroke. Have you been to the Masters, Alex? Alex, hey. Hey, Alex, hey. That's fine. Lovely. It's starting to feel better what the square. Because again, we were talking about muscle memory a second ago with Arden, and when you're trying to correct something that's been a tendency for a long time, it can feel weird. It can feel strange. It can be frustrating. So it feels like I'm doing it right, but that's just that's the muscle memory that you have. You can usually tell in the beginning if you if you're trying to make a new move or change something in your swing or your putting stroke. If it feels terrible, if you're like, oh, I don't like how that feels at all, you might be on the right track. You might also be on the wrong track, but generally, I think that's for myself anyway. That's my body saying, like, oh, this is something different than what we're used to, and that's a good sign. And then once you get, a bunch more reps down the road, you'll start to make a better move, or you fully ingrain the change, and then you'll do it the old way, and you'll be able to say, oh, that felt like the old move, and that's when I think you're really close to like nailing, a swing change, is when the new move starts to feel quote unquote normal, and whatever the wrong or incorrect or whatever you did before, when it'll still come out once in a while, right, because of that muscle memory, but being able to identify that is a good sign in the process. No. Shut the face again. That was better. Sometimes it helps to just smooth everything out, Just really try to just feel it be smooth all the way back. Let the transition feel like it is just kind of syrupy, like it just happens. Nice. Nice. Oh, I hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Nope. Did it again. Oh, still trying to break that habit. Just got to still feel that like I'm hitting that 1 yard fade, I think. Like the face is, like we're holding the face. Yep. Yep. Self-correcting, which is good. Same process. Lovely. Now they're starting to roll end over end again for us. Just having to hold that face a tiny bit. Look at Shane. Look at Shane. Oh, just hit it too hard. Just fractionally hit it through the break, it looks like. Oof. Coming up on the bottom of the hour. Hour number 2. Wow, we made it. Another birdie for Morikawa. Solo lead at 9 under. There we go. That was an inside takeaway again, but again, I recognized it and I was able to adjust to still successfully complete the task. And that's what I think is so nice about this task-oriented drill. Right? Because in golf, the goal is not, you don't get points for making a beautiful stroke or like having an on-plane swing. You have to hit the ball where you intend to. And you know what? If this field goes too far and we start hitting it out to the right and we're really, you know, the face is too open, then you adjust back. But, oh, just like I said, right on cue. But that's kind of the idea. So, Connors made birdie right on top of Morikawa. They're both at 9 under. But it's really like 4 guys. Jason Day maybe still has enough holes left. He could make it a run. Finau's, he's still right there, but he's 5 back. I mean, with 4 holes left. 187, what is that, like a 9 iron for Tony Finau? No, he probably hit like 7. That's a nice swing, right at the center of the green. See, it's just, that's why this drill is great. I love this drill for identifying things in the stroke from a technical perspective that could get cleaned up. And now we get to be on a roll once we've successfully implemented the new, you know, the new feel or whatever it is we had to do to get back on track. And it's about execution. Oh boy, why'd you drive it over there? Is that Russ or is that Rory? Oh, it's Roars. Nope, still missed on the left one. Thought we might have done enough there. Nope. Oh, that was a dreadful miss. Dreadful miss, right off the face. So Rory's at 5, and the rest of these guys are at 9. Lowry at 8, Henley at 7. So we'll have to see. Bear with me for 1 second. We're gonna die of thirst if we don't. Another thing to be grateful for, clean drinking water. Shane Lowry off of 11, going with long iron. Oh, and he's hit it left. It's just gone a mile left. Stay out of the water. Not where you want to hit it with an iron. If you're one of these pros, yikes. Oh, there's great news. There's another peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So Rory's in the right rough. Just laying up. Yeah, I must have had a terrible eye. He only had 250 in, I think. They're showing a graphic now. We got the players next week, the Masters coming up, then the PGA Championship, then the US Open at Oakmont, then the Open, FedEx Cup, and the Ryder Cup this year. Just like, do you want to see all the things on one screen to be excited about for the rest of the season? I do actually. I do want to see all those things. Corey Connors playing well today. Just kept it out of that bunker there. I read recently that the maker of these sandwiches, the Uncrustable ones, they're like, you gonna come out with any new, flavors or like do anything new with your product? And he was like, no, dude, we make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. We make them, they're delicious. We don't need to change. What's up, bro? Had to take a quick break, recharge and refuel. Yeah, Shane, you shouldn't have hit it in the rough there, dude. Bro, Bro-o. Or is it brew? Would you say brew or bro? It's so hard to say. I like getting in here and hitting some one-handed ones too. That's a great drill. Especially while they cut the commercials. It's so satisfying when you get the line just rolling right end over end. I golf often, disc golf that is. I love that. Disc golf's great. I've played it a couple times. Get to be outside in nature, get some exercise. You know, socialize with your friends or make new friends. I think we should encourage everyone to have a hobby that gets them outside. Hiking is great. Disc golf. PP31 says smoke some joints and no dress code. Hey. Those are things you certainly can't do at every golf course. I suppose it depends how hard you try. No! Left misses back. Coolie Bob is back. What's up, Coolie Bob? Coolie Bob has been a longtime supporter of the stream. It's nice having people that enjoy what we talk about, what we're doing, and come back to check it out a second, third, fourth time. I mean, that's it's really encouraging. It's really gratifying. You know, I'm grateful for the support. Hopefully some part of what I'm doing and talk about. I had school. That's funny. Man. You know what I miss the most about my school days? I had a lot less back pain. I just did. I had less back pain. And I have more now. But that is a cool thing about golf, right? Is, you know, you can play it from the time you're 4 or 5 years old until right to the very end of your life. And that's a cool thing about our sport. Oh God, I called golf a sport. The internet police are going to be after me. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have said golf was a sport. They're coming. They're coming for me. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Lovely. Lovely. 122. Shane must have had to pitch out. This is his third. Oh, that didn't even reach the green, my dude. Did he chunk it a little? Now he's going to be scrambling for a bogey. That's tough. That's tough to watch right there. Rory's got a 20-footer for birdie at 12. Trying to claw his way back into it. I think he'll be there tomorrow afternoon, though. It's just, he just hits it too good. You know, on such a tough golf course, I think he's going to be up there. That was a good stroke there. Starting to find it. It's a good reminder that rust comes in quickly. I mean, I took a few days off of drilling with the putter. Still battling the left miss a little, but that's okay. I wanna be forever young. Golf is a sport where you're chill with friends, enjoying life. Absolutely, Coolie Bob. Absolutely true. Some of my closest friends are guys I play golf with regularly. And yeah, you get to be outside, you get to be in nature, you get to kind of leave the rest of the world behind for a few hours, and it's a really great way to channel your energy and to make friends. You know, there's all kinds of ways that golf can be beneficial to your life. Even if it doesn't have to be, you know, with the intensity that I show on my channel, right? You know, I love pushing myself to get better, and I've always wanted to be, you know, as good as I possibly can be. You know, so far that's like a +1, +1.5 handicap. I know I can be better than that. You know, I know I can be a +2, +3 type golfer, and but that's why we keep practicing, because I'm not there yet. But yeah, even if it's not with that degree of intensity, you can still have an amazing experience with golf as a part of your life and as a part of your, you know, exercise routine. I mean, people forget, if you walk 18 holes with clubs on your back, that's a substantial workout. Practice makes perfect. I don't know about perfect, Cooley Bob. I don't know if I believe in the idea of perfect, but yes, you certainly. I think practice increases your chances of success. No doubt about it. But my perspective is, I don't really believe in like perfection or, you know, absolute certainties, right? If you were like, practice makes good. Yeah, there you go. Oh no, Shane. He's going to tap in for double now. Scary. Scary how fast it can happen. You know, if you told me that tomorrow we were all going to wake up and be tiny blue Smurf aliens, I'd say it seems unlikely. You know, based on my life's experience, you know, it's less than 1%, but you never say never. Like, I feel like the answer to most everything is like maybe. Only Jesus is perfect, our Lord, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm not more of an agnostic kind of guy, but I think, you know, whatever is beneficial for your mental health to help get through the day. I think there's a lot of value in, you know, being a good person and practicing gratitude. Morikawa and Corey Connors duking it out at the Arnold Palmer. Tough day for Shane Lowry, right? Wasn't he at 9 under to start the day? So he's 3 over. Man, I cannot wait to get out and do some outdoor practicing, some chipping. Man, I haven't chipped just, you know, around a practice green in ages. That'll be exciting. So Morikawa and Corey Connors, Russell. Wow. Whew. No long streaks. We've not been able to beat the channel record of 47. Did I say it was 48? I think we missed on the 49th attempt. So 48 is the PR on the channel. And set number 1 today, we got the 35 or 36. So good performance, but we're not going to reach that 48 number on this stream. However, there will be future opportunities. What did the proton say to the electron in an argument? Stop being negative. That's an awesome joke, Cooley Bob. That's truly, like, yeah, that's really good. I love that. Stop being negative. I want to say that to so many people. You know? I know things are hard for lots of people, but being negative on the internet isn't the way to feel better. That's not going to make you feel better. Kevin Spence says, get a job. Well, it's Saturday, so I know some people work on Saturdays, but I'm not. I just kind of perfectly on cue to be like, you know, there's lots of negativity on the internet, but that's not what we're here for. And then Kevin pops in to say, get a job. Watch out, Kevin, they're coming for you now, buddy. Saturday afternoon, guy wants me to be at work. We were just saying, you know, I'm like, it is unreal that I am able to spend time practicing getting better at golf and watching golf and streaming. I'm very grateful for that. That will still be true whether Kevin likes it or not. Oh, and there's Tomas. You made Tomas angry, it looks like. Come on, Kevin. Don't make Tomas angry. Talking about get a job. Thanks, Tomas. Popping off in the chat now. I think Kevin learned an important lesson that on this channel, we don't do negativity. Knucklehead. Hey man. Oh, Knucklehead, what's up, dude? Hey man, good to see you. Keep grinding, man. You're inspirational. I am not going to tell you how you should feel. That feels like a lot, but if that's how you feel, then I am very appreciative of you sharing that with me. Just a guy out here trying to do my best, trying to get a little better. Kaizen approach. Just incremental improvement on a daily basis. And you know what? It's also important to recognize that you won't do that, right? Some days you might go backwards. Some days you might not make much progress. Other days will feel monumentally important. But consistency, I think, is really just such a key for growth, right? Just, you don't have to do, you know, massive amounts of things once in a while. But if you just do little things, just do little tiny improvements here and there, and you let time do the work, the amount of progress that can be made is really crazy. I appreciate you listening to us, the viewers, while we are listening to you. Yeah, I mean, that's what's fun about this. I've talked about this before, but that's why I like the live streaming format, because there's no way to hide, right? Like, you know, if you don't want to put up a video of a bad golf shot or, you know, stuttering over your words, you can just edit it out or not upload it, right? But if you're live streaming, you have to be able to, you know, be engaging and talk about what you're doing, talk about what you're thinking. I think the engagement with the chat makes that easier. That's, you know, one of my favorite parts about, you know, hearing what people are up to. You know, if people are taking the time to just stop by and check out this stream, that's super cool. I want to, you know, engage with the people who are making that choice. Oh. Started keeping the water bottle closer because it's a lot of talking, which I like. I'm good at it, I think. But Sep Straka with the big bird at 16. Just rolled in an eagle putt. What a day for Sep. But good to see you, Knucklehead. I'm glad you were able to check out the stream today. It's been a pretty long one. How long have we been going? Who could say? The old screen used to tell me how long we were going, but now it's just this line. Who knows? I love talking with people I don't know on live streams. I think that's an okay way to spend your time. You know, you can learn from people, hear their perspective. You know, people live stream. I'm always astonished when, like you guys, one of my favorite things to do when I have downtime is scroll on YouTube. And I'm always astonished at the cool things that people are streaming from around the world. I mean, you can watch people throw darts in the Middle East and, you know, play games that I've never seen in Southeast Asia. And the accessibility to that sort of stuff is so cool. And I think about that sometimes when I'm like, you know, does anybody like, you know, set aside the kind of real life stuff that I talk about, but like, you know, is me just hitting this putt over and over again like actually interesting? And there might be people in the world who like will never see a golf course or have no idea what golf is, but because of live streaming and YouTube, they can open their phone and get exposure to, you know, a new sport or, you know, a different perspective. So I think there's a lot of cool parts about this format specifically, as it, you know, that differentiates it from other types of content creation. So that's my perspective on the live stream. And yeah, it'd be pretty. I mean, do people do that? Do they just talk for hours without like looking at what the chat is saying? And that doesn't seem like it'd be that much fun. Do I have a joke we could hear? Man, I don't know if I have a joke off the top of my head, Coolie Bob. I'm more of a respond in real time kind of funny man, if I were to even suggest such a thing. I feel like we found something in the stroke in the last couple sets that have... I just look up jokes. That's a great way to learn jokes. It's just, you know, find some that you like and learn them. You know? I'm always impressed by people who can like stand-up comics who can just sit down and write jokes. They're just like, I have funny ideas in my head. Now I'm gonna, you know, be able to articulate them on this paper. You know what I should ask the chat? My wife and I are going to watch a movie tonight. I need a suggestion for a movie to watch. Any good ideas? Do you know disc golf? I don't know much about disc golf, Coolie Bob. I have played it a couple times with some buddies. Had a great time, lots of fun. Great way to get outside. A little exercise. A little male bonding time. Disc golf, I don't know if it's for me just because I think a weather day where I could play disc golf is also a day where I could play real golf. And I just know myself that I'm going to pick real golf most times. Titanic is a good movie. That's a good suggestion. Or Megan Levy. I don't know if I know about the Megan Levy movie. Do you guys have any strong favorites? Anybody you want to win this tournament? The Arnold Palmer? It's a pretty good leaderboard. Rory's up there. Colin Morikawa's up there. Shane Lowry. Jason Day. Lots of former major winners. I don't think Corey Connors has won a major yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did at some point. I feel like he'll have kind of a Zach Johnson-like career. On Netflix, it's a Marine movie. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Corey Connors kind of reminds me of like a Zach Johnson. Doesn't hit it all that far, but pretty good putter, good short game. He'll probably sneak in a major, like a PGA Championship at some point in his career. Right. Feel pretty good about where the stroke is at technically once we ironed out that left miss, but we haven't had to worry about that all that much in the last 30 minutes or so. Still gonna miss some for sure, but you just don't want to be repeating the same error over and over again. That's the point where it becomes a technical error you need to correct. Man, you guys really, I mean, Kevin was being negative, but I appreciate the support of the chat coming to my defense. Because, maybe surprising to Kevin, but I do in fact have a job. Seems crazy. I know I am doing this live streaming thing where I'm hitting these putts right now, but this is not the only thing that I do in my life. Boom! I gotta tell you guys, the new video out, you can find out more, but these new mid-size grips that I put on my clubs, huge fan of them. I should have made this change a long time ago. I kind of want to try, you know, the jumbos. I'd be worried they might not fit in my golf bag though. That would be worrying. And yeah, go check out the video. You'll see them in, you know, starting now in the shorts and in the videos, but these are the new irons. The 301 CBs from Tacoma. Really attractive looking golf club. We've got the C-taper shafts in here. New mid-size grips. Gonna be putting up some low scores this year, I'll tell you that. All this hard work's starting to pay off, especially with the golf swing. Probably, I said this to somebody recently, probably the best my swing has ever looked on video in my opinion. Even back to like college golf, when I was playing a lot. I still don't think my swing looked as good as it does now. You know, just been doing so much work, especially physically, I would say. You know, just to be able to get my body into the proper positions. I've made some videos about that recently. But, yeah, I mean, it's really made a huge difference in my ball striking. So, pretty excited for where the season takes us there. Who does Kevin think he is? He's watching you. He should get a job. Get him, Cooley Bob. Get him. That's right, he is watching us. It does make me kind of sad though, like, and I know they're out there, right? But these people who are like, you know, I'm just gonna go on the internet today and I'm gonna shit on someone's day, or, you know, say things to try to bring people down. And I know that that's because those people are also hurting themselves, but I wish there was a little more rationality to be like, this isn't gonna help. And I know that just comes with experience and perspective, but yeah, you have to be able to love yourself before you can be really positive. Yeah, when you learn how to use your body, you get good at golf. Not even so much that, I just had all these old injuries and, you know, like my hips didn't really work or rotate the way that they were meant to, and So I've been doing really consistent work, with yoga and stretching on a daily basis to work on that, and it's helped my mobility. It also is helpful in day-to-day life, right? Like just moving through the world with less pain is a good thing. Just drilling the center of the cup right now. Feeling pretty dialed. Pretty dialed indeed. Shout out Tomas and Knucklehead too, just alongside Coolie Bob, everybody saying, hey, we don't do that here. It's just not a place where, like, I'm just not gonna let, negativity happen on a space that I'm creating, right? It's supposed to be for, entertainment and for people to have fun, hang out and chat. I try to do that in the comments on my videos too, just, have you considered making videos about stretching and golf yoga? I have considered it, Knucklehead. I think for me, it would be more of like a, here's how I warm up, to play, but there are some great resources out there already that I can share. I think it's called Yoga with Adrienne is one of these really big YouTube channels, and she has a Yoga for Golfers video that's about 20 minutes long. That's a guided yoga for golf series or practice that I've really been enjoying. There's a John Rahm TPI video, I think from during COVID, where he was at home with his trainer doing a video on how he gets ready to play. Those are two videos that I have saved and come back to regularly that I can recommend, but I can certainly consider making some content about that sort of stuff if it's of interest. I will be. Adrienne has her dog Benji, right? I'll be honest, Knucklehead, I've only seen that one video, the golf yoga video that she has made, so I don't know more than that. All I know is that I really enjoyed that 20-minute series of stretches. And as a strong believer in the democracy of the internet, I think the fact that she has millions of followers probably means she knows what she's talking about. Coolie Bob's got to go. Thanks for checking it out, Coolie Bob. Appreciate your support and the movie recommendations. But we're gonna keep the stream rolling for a little bit longer here as these guys play the last few holes down the stretch of the API. Trying to do a mix of chatting and streaming, while also hitting putts, because just hitting putts for 2 straight hours, I will share. My lower back is aware that we've been doing this for, it is more, a fair amount of bending, and despite my increased mobility and yoga commitment. Still get tired. Though I will say, 3, 4, 5 years ago, there is a 0% chance I would have been able to stand up for this long to stream. I was limited to I could stand up straight for about 15 or 20 minutes at a time before I had to sit down because of the back pain that I had. So even, I try really hard not to take it for granted. But like, even the fact that I've just been standing up here for, half an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that, is, a lot of validation for the years of work that I've done to rebuild my lower back and make it functional. And the stroke is feeling good. Rolling these putts end over end. I do find it especially satisfying just seeing that nice line roll. Can I ask the stream, maybe Knucklehead's still in here? Am I weird for having a favorite brand of clubs? Like, I just think TaylorMade has made the best clubs for a long time. You know, and I do have Vokey wedges and some other stuff, and I just got new irons to try. But do people have favorite brands, or are people mostly like, you know, whatever works the best, or? And I will say the fact that Rory and Tiger both are TaylorMade guys doesn't hurt. I mean, I grew up falling in love with golf because of Tiger Woods, and he's a TaylorMade guy, so. Drippy. Drippy. Love it. Love it. Successfully navigating the drill time after time. Trying to keep the same routine. All right, I'm gonna hit one more set here.